What's up, sports bettors? I already have a football bet right here, but I got an American football bet, an NFL bet, which I just picked up. I really like the value on it, so I'm going to take you through it. And I say this all the time, but as a sharp bettor, you're like a day trader. You are like an investor. This market is not static. Lines are constantly moving around. Like you can see right here, the Patriots line versus the Bills just ticked. They moved from plus 168 to plus 169. So it's not a big move, but you get the point. This market, just like the stock market, is dynamic and it's open 24/7. Weather changes in the NFL, totals move. Players get injured, sharp action comes in, lines are moving, and everything is correlated, right? For example, maybe if, let's look at the Packers game, right? The Packers have Aaron Rodgers, a great quarterback. If it's expected to be very windy, and he's not going to be probably passing the ball as much, then we'd expect lines to drift towards the Bears. That's just one example, but you get the point. This market is constantly moving around, and as a sharp sports bettor, we're using all this data in the market to try to zone in on good bets. So let's take a look at this Bears game. Bears best offered at plus 165 on Hard Rock and Heritage. So the core of sports betting, I say this in every video, but it's the most important concept, so you need to internalize it, is you can't get ripped off. If you're placing bets at plus 150 on Betway, when there's other sports books, it doesn't even matter if you use the sports books. If you're placing bets at plus 150 on Betway, when there's other sports books offering you plus 165, you're getting ripped off. Do you think investors who make money get ripped off? Real estate brokers? No. You don't want to get ripped off as a sports bettor. So line shopping and ensuring you're getting the best possible odds in your location is critical. So lines have actually been moving towards the Bears. Plus 165 doesn't even seem like a terrible price. You can see that Pinnacle, sharpest bookmaker, most efficient betting market, they're all the way down at plus 151. So you're getting 14 cents of improvement from Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker. That seems pretty good. Betfair Exchange, peer-to-peer betting, very efficient market. They're at plus 154. So maybe a little bit of value on the money line at plus 165, but that's not the best play for this game. The play I ended up going with is right here. The Bears plus 3.5. So I took them on the spread on Caesars for $2,000. I hit it initially for $500. Lines continued to move towards the Bears. I was watching the market move in real time, so I hit it for another 1.5K. We're day trading sports. And again, why do we like it? I don't care what you think about the game from a sports perspective. There are millions of people who bet on the NFL every weekend. There are tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars bet on this game. It is an efficient market. Unless you think you're smarter than the millions of other people betting on this NFL game, which no offense, you're not, you should follow the market. All of these sportsbooks set lines independently so we can ruthlessly scan through the odds and hunt for value. So what you're going to notice is we're getting Bears plus 3.5 at plus money at plus 100 on Caesars. It's the top profit margin bet for the NFL for the sports books I use. So you can filter OddsJam. It's fully customizable. So I'm just looking at NFL. I was just browsing NFL plays and this one popped up. So you can see here, Desert Diamond, Betway, Betfair Exchange, and Pinnacle, they all have the Bears plus 3.5 favored. Right? Pinnacle has this minus 119. This is an arbitrage bet. You're getting plus money on equal and opposite outcomes. Right? You could take the Packers minus 3.5 on Pinnacle, the Bears plus 3.5 on Caesars, and earn a risk-free profit. That's called arbitrage betting. And OddsJam has a tool for that. But basically, you have super bets, Pinnacle, Desert Diamond, Betway, and the Betfair Exchange. So is that $5? Yeah, $5. All telling you that the Bears plus 3.5 should be favored. That should be the favored outcome. So if we continue to scroll, what you're going to notice is Caesars, they're the only one that have the Packers minus 3.5 favored. Every other sportsbook either has minus 110, minus 110, so equal odds for both sides, or they have the Bears plus 3.5 favored. In the sharp sports books, Betfair Exchange, a very efficient betting market, and then of course Pinnacle, the sharpest, most efficient betting market, they both have the Bears plus 3.5 favored. So we're getting a ton of value on this play at plus 100 using real-time market data to kind of follow the market movements and find an edge, find plays with an edge. So I locked it in. 1.32% profit margin. So we hit it for $2,000. I added it to my sheet where I'm tracking profit and loss. We have a 1.32% profit margin, $2,000 stake. Our bet has 2640 in profit margin, right? So basically, if you want to figure out your profit margin in dollars, you just take your EV percentage. This is called your edge in sports betting, and you multiply it by your stake. In this case, $2,000, right? So 1.32% return, $2,000 stake. Our bet is worth $26.40 in profit margin in dollars. Pretty good, right? And again, like my goal as a sharp bettor is then place as many positive EV bets as I can, right? I don't just want one game. Ideally, I want to place as many bets with an edge as possible. And this one was the highest profit margin one. And we also have really high confidence in it, which is a concept we, talk about a little, because Pinnacle, it's an ARB to. It's an ARB to the sharpest bookmaker in the world. So one side has to be profitable. So hopefully this video was helpful. And let's make some money.